Good day to all my self-care friends. Welcome back to another Room to Breathe podcast. I'm your host, Life Coach 614, and I am so glad to have each and every one of you here with us today. Now, before we jump into today's episode, just a quick reminder. If you're enjoying the vibe, show us some love by tapping the screen, liking, commenting, and of course, sharing the live. Your support helps us to reach more incredible souls on their healing journey. And remember, if we are not already connected, be sure to give us a follow, subscribe to our channel, so that way you never miss a moment of what's happening next. I also invite you to visit our website at theselfcareclub.org. We've got some awesome affirmative apparel, motivational merch, and a bunch of free resources designed just for you. No matter what challenges you are currently facing in life, I want you to remember that you're not alone on this path. We are in this together, supporting and uplifting each other every step of the way. It is time for us to choose to prioritize our well-being, to embrace our growth, and to find peace in this present moment. So let's get ready to breathe, reflect, and grow together. And remember, green hearts in this chat represent our commitment to healing, growth, and intentional self-care. So if something resonates with you today, be sure to drop a green heart. Let us know that you're tuned in, tapped in, and growing with us. Now let's see who we have in the building today. I see we got Nicole on the west side hanging out, Grand Rising. We've got Miss Rose up north. Who else is on the north side? Let me see some green hearts. South side, we got Wanda, Doodoo Brown, Janelle. I think Miss Kale, Butterfly. Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you guys all being here today with us. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, you guys. Here lately, I've been getting a lot of questions about what is the Room to Breathe Project. And, I wanted to take the opportunity to just devote one of our podcasts to discuss what the project actually is. Because honestly, when I think of Room to Breathe, it's more than a brand, right? It's a movement. And so, like I said, today's episode is going to be just a little bit different. And like I said, it's going to be more than just a message, right? I want to share this movement with you guys. And this is just our moment, a moment to just pause, to exhale, and for us to truly reflect what the Room to Breathe Project is and why it was created. When I think about Room to Breathe, it's not just something that I made, right? It's something that I lived. It's a multi-dimensional healing movement that was born from my own deep need to just breathe again, to be seen again, right? To reclaim my peace. And now, I offer the same breath to others, right? It's not something that I wanted to just keep for myself. At its core, Room to Breathe is a safe space. It's like a sacred invitation for you to just slow down, to tune in, and to reconnect with yourself. And, not only to reconnect with yourself, but to do so in a world that constantly demands more from you. It's where soul care meets self-care, where your healing is not just acknowledged, but it's also honored. And, I'm going to break down all the different areas of the Room to Breathe project, because at the end of the day, many of you don't even know what this project actually holds, right? So let's start in the beginning. When I think about the self-care club and the affirmative apparel and motivational merch, right? See, Room to Breathe is not just something that we listen to. It's something that we wear. It's something that we carry and that we live. Our affirmative apparel and intentional merch is more than just a style, right? It's more than just a brand. It's a statement. It's a declaration that healing is happening. And, it tells people that to you, self-love is not negotiable. And that you're choosing yourself every single day. So that's the point of us designing this affirmative apparel for everyone to wear, adults, children, our pets, everyone, just to let them know that we are choosing healing and that healing is happening here. Right? So then we have our life coaching and self-care education. As a master certified self-care and boundaries life coach, my job is to help people do the heart work, the healing work, right? The reclaiming your worth work. And so whether I am, doing one-on-one coaching sessions, workshops, our digital resources that we offer, my goal is to help people feel whole. And when I say whole, I'm talking about mind, body, and soul. My focus is to help people remember that you're not broken. You're becoming. You're evolving. You're growing. So again, my mission is just to help others heal, because I know how much self-care helped to save my life. And so I just want to make sure that it is something that other people are aware of, because for years I really wasn't aware. I wasn't prioritizing my self-care. To be honest, for years I didn't even know what self-care was. I thought self-care was going to the spa, getting a massage, having a pedicure, I didn't realize that there was so much more into it. And so once I began to learn that, I was like, you know what? I want to teach that. What up, Miss E? So again, that's why I even took the steps to be certified as a self-care coach, as a life coach, because again, it's just something that I wanted to share with the world. And, honestly, it was a promise that I made, because I asked God if he could just help me out of this dark space that I was feeling when I was in my deep depression, that I would do what I can to help others out of theirs as well. And so that's me, being obedient, and keeping my promise. So then we have our community and collective healing, right? That's where we come together. And I really truly believe at the heart of Room to Breathe is community, right? That real, intentional, soul-nourishing community that we've all grown to love. And that's why we've created spaces where we can connect, express, and evolve in the presence of others who get it. Thank you, Miss Joy. Welcome in, love. And that's the whole point of the Self-Care Club's virtual community, right? And there's so many collective healing spaces within the Self-Care Club. From the Lit Lounge, where, our unique blends of literature, lyrics, and liberation, where we come together and have our little daily silent parties where we are reading or journaling, right? To other creative expressions, such as, our virtual paint parties, where we come together and we hang out and everybody paints or creates. We have our Self-Care Club virtual community on Discord that everyone is welcome to join, knowing that, there's always a space for you there to feel seen and be supported. Then there's our Inspire Her Sister Circle. We have, a space where women come together in a sacred sisterhood to pour into each other. Where we share encouragement, storytelling, and y'all, the stories be storying. That's all I can say about that, right? But it's just a space where women can come together and share their wisdom, to encourage each other, to uplift each other, and inspire each other. And so again, whether it's journaling sessions, healing circles, or just laid back conversations in the chat, every Room to Breathe event is designed with intention to remind you that your voice matters. And, I'm constantly saying that everybody just wants to be seen and heard, right? Hey, Purple Sunflower, welcome in. Grace of the Creator, welcome in, love. Everybody just wants to be seen and heard, right? And so having a space to show up in that reminds me that my voice matters, that my healing is valid, and that I'm not alone on this journey. But like, that's just an amazing place to be, right? Thank you for the gifts. And honestly, I believe that we heal better together. Right? We heal better together. There's strength in numbers. And so, that is why I continuously focus on creating safe spaces for the community to show up in so we can heal together. Another part of the Room to Breathe project is our blog. We have a quiet space for reflection, healing, and honest conversations. And for me, I think of my blog as the space where words meet wellness. Every single post within that blog is rooted in real life experiences. We share stories. It contains journal prompts, affirmations, lessons that truly speak to the heart. So, whether you're in your season of setting boundaries, if you are healing from hurt, if you are learning to love yourself again, that blog is for you. It is there to support you. It's not just content, it's comfort for your soul. And honestly, again, it's a place to just pause, breathe, and remember that you're not alone on your journey. What else we got in the Room to Breathe project? Oh, of course, the podcast, right? We have the Room to Breathe podcast. When I thought of doing this podcast, it was created as a lifeline, to be honest with you. I wanted it to be bigger than the content. I knew I had a message, but I wanted to make a connection. And so I designed this podcast, like I said, to be bigger than the content, but to create a connection for us. The purpose behind this podcast is about holding space for real conversations surrounding healing, boundaries, our trauma, our joy, and every little messy part in between. And I wanted it to be something that, regardless of where you were, whether you were in your car, in your kitchen, curled up on the bed, that you had room here, that you had space here to breathe, to reflect, to rise, right? We cry together, y'all. We laugh together. We evolve, we grow together. And so, like I said, this podcast, this whole project is for us. Yeah, it's something that I started as a form of self-care for myself, but it has evolved to be so much more than that. And I hope that you guys are receiving that love and that support and that encouragement. Now, lastly, with Room to Breathe, because we got through the apparel, the blog, the community, the podcast. I guess last would be this music. You can tap into everything Room to Breathe by going to our website at selfcareclub.org. So selfcareclub.org. Let me tell y'all something. Selfcareclub.org is your one-stop shop for all things self-care. Every single thing that you hear me talking about is found at selfcareclub.org. The merch, the blog, the music, the podcast, everything is there. So for me, when I created the website, I guess I can tell you guys about that too. When I started the website, it was because I got tired of having to go a billion different places to get the things that I needed for my healing. It's like I had to go over here to get this. I had to shop over here to get this. I had to stop over here to get this. And I was just like, why do we not have a one-stop shop for every single thing I need for self-care? Whether I'm looking for my spiritual self-care, my physical self-care, my mental self-care, my creative self-care, whatever it is. Why can't I just have one place to go to get everything? And so I was like, okay. God was like, well, why don't you build it? Show me what you're talking about. So I'm like, all right. So I started the website, started the blog, started the podcast, created the music, designed the merch. Every single thing that you guys see down to that website, I built. I learned how to design the website. I did the research, learned how to create the clothing line. So all of the apparel, all of the designs, the logos, I make that. Many of your orders I package up myself and send out. So yeah, that is our one-stop shop for every single thing. And like I said, that's where you can go to find everything. The podcast, the music, all of it. So again, let's talk about this music piece. I'm a person that believes music is medicine. And so the Room to Breathe music that I create is not just art. As far as I'm concerned, it's therapy. Every single song that I write is rooted in my personal raw emotion, my personal experiences. Many of those songs are pulled directly from the pages of my journal. So that means that Room to Breathe music that you guys listen to, that's my prayers. That's my healing work. That's my lived experiences. These songs are birthed from a place of pain, reflection, but most importantly, breakthrough. So it's not just lyrics. And I always encourage everyone to listen to the lyrics of the song, but it's not just lyrics. Once you get in there and you start listening, you'll understand that the words to these songs are a testimony. They are affirmations wrapped in a melody. They're reminders that it's okay to feel deeply. It's okay to fall apart. It's okay to be knocked down and to rise again. And one of the amazing things that I've I guess I've had the opportunity to do is to have my music entered into different competitions. Last year, we entered a Timberland competition where we had the opportunity to remix a Timberland song. And so we remixed a song of his called Love Again. And we won in that contest. We ranked about 6th place. And so I was able to win $500 from that contest. Hey, Kale, welcome in, sis. Thank you. We won $500 in that contest. And, you know, it was an amazing experience just to have our name be seen, right? To show what we could do with music. And we were able to turn this song about heartbreak into something where we were able to then put our healing spin on it, right? And to rise again from heartbreak. And then now, our music from Room to Breathe has been selected as a contestant in the Timbo I Do Global Search Contest. So it's another contest hosted by Timberland. And this is an incredible worldwide opportunity. Okay? Like, you heard me say global search. So it's not just limited here to the US. It is people all over the world. Okay? Who have entered this contest. And the focus is to spotlight independent artists whose work is bold, original, and transformative. And I'm not going to toot my own horn, but Room to Breathe music is all of that and then some. Okay? And so for me, hey, Miss Sherry, for me, winning this contest isn't just about recognition. It's an opportunity for me to reach more people, right? And to share our message with even more people. It's about breaking open doors that allow us to expand the vision of the self-care club community and what Room to Breathe is. To offer more music, more healing spaces, more events, and more resources for those navigating their own self-care journeys. So y'all, this is bigger than me. This is about all of us. And so, you know, every vote that you guys have cast and every vote that you will cast as we continue to go forward in this. We haven't won yet, y'all. I love how y'all claiming it. Keep on claiming it. We ain't there yet. We not there yet, okay? But I just want you guys to be able to understand that, every single vote cast is bringing us, the opportunity, or giving us the opportunity to share healing and wholeness and heart-centered creativity to the forefront. Okay? It says the world is ready for this music. The world is ready for healing. And when I just look back, over the past few years of just things that have been going on in the world, I feel like the world needs healing. Like, I feel like we can all benefit from healing. Um, and I don't know. Like I said, it just makes space for us. It makes space for growth, for rest, and for radical self-love. Thank you, Janelle. So I'm saying all of this to say, if the Room to Breathe music has ever been a soundtrack for your healing, if you have heard a song and you're like, that's me, I resonate with this. This song is talking about me. If if it's ever helped you with your boundaries, your I choose me moments, now is the time for you to show up. Today is the last day for this particular round. We've successfully made it through the first 4 rounds of the competition, and we are in the group finals round at this point, which I keep calling round 5, y'all. It's so many different levels to this competition, but we are in the group finals. And within that, each round lasts a week. And so, like I said, for the last 5 weeks, we remain number 1. I just logged in now. We are still number 1 in our group. And in order for us to make it to the next round, we have to be either number 1 or number 2. There are 5 of us all together. Okay, you guys? So I have to be number 1 or number 2. And in order for us to continue on in this competition, let me see how much time we have left. There are 6 hours. 6 hours exactly left in this competition, you guys. For those of you who are unaware of how to go vote, if you go to my website at theselfcareclub.org, okay, go to selfcareclub.org. You will scroll down just a little bit. You'll see a link that talks about the competition. It says Timbo I Do Global Search. You'll go there. You can either scan the barcode that's listed on the screen, or you can click Vote Now. Once you do one of those things, click Vote Now or scan the barcode, it's going to take you to the official voting page. You will vote. You will either click, Vote Now, or you'll scroll to the bottom where it says Select Free Vote. Every single person gets 1 free vote per email per round. So once you scroll down past where they ask y'all for y'all money, okay, go down to the bottom, select free vote. It will have you confirm your email address. It will have you confirm that you're 18 and over. That's all they want to know from you. And then you'll cast your free vote. You guys will get a confirmation that your vote was cast. Make sure you get the confirmation. All right. Then I will get a notification that I got a new vote. You also have the opportunity to do what's known as a power vote. That is where you're actually choosing to pay for additional votes. Now, the proceeds from the power vote are going to an amazing organization called Adopting Courage Foundation. So again, for those of you who are interested in finding out, what that is, or where those monies are going, it goes to the Adopting Courage Foundation. I've shared some information about them, and I'll be sure to share some more as we continue on this journey. But again, if the Room to Breathe music has ever been an inspiration to you, I honestly encourage you to go help us continue to spread the word, spread this message out to reach more people. Because again, that's what the mission is all about, is to be able to reach more people. All right, y'all. Somebody asked me the other day, why do I do this? Why am I interested in this? Why am I fighting so hard for this? And I honestly say that this journey, this project, isn't something that I do. It's who I am. Ironically, the song that we entered in the contest is Walking in My Purpose. And that's what the Room to Breathe Project is all about. Walking in my purpose. And to me, walking in my purpose means showing up authentically, even when it's uncomfortable, right? It means saying yes to this divine calling that I have over my life, to create, to serve, to teach, to heal. Not just from a place of ego, but from a place of alignment, obedience, and honestly, a deep love for just a collective healing, collective growth. It means using every single heartbreak that I've endured, every lesson that I've learned, every gift that I've been given as a tool to help empower other people. It's trusting in the process, even when things don't make sense. It's giving myself permission to evolve, to rest, to feel, to rise. Walking in my purpose looks like curating music for others that speaks to their wounded places. It looks like hosting virtual paint parties that turn silence into color. It looks like guiding women through grief and growth in our sister circle. It looks like simply holding up space in the lit lounge, right? Building sacred communities on Discord where healing is real and celebrated. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's not about performing, right? It's about purpose. And when I walk in my purpose, I walk in peace. I walk in power. I walk in love. This to me isn't just a podcast. It's not just a song. It's not just a club. It's a movement. And I'm honestly honored to walk this road alongside you guys. And I just feel like maybe that's what we needed to hear today, right? I pride myself on always having a message for you guys, always having a word for you. But today, I think maybe we just needed that reminder that it's okay for us to slow down. That everybody's allowed to grow at their own pace. That even when life feels heavy, we're not alone. That we all deserve room to breathe. I don't know, you guys. You're worthy of healing. You're worthy of joy. You're worthy of space to just be, to just breathe. So, I don't know, guys. Welcome to this Room to Breathe project. Our own little personal space for soul care, for truth telling, a space of freedom, but I guess most importantly, a space for you, space for me. Yeah. It's a space for us to be. Thank you. Duda Brown says, you definitely set my mornings right, grounded and more meaningful. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm serious. Your feedback, from the feedback that I receive from all of you, is what helps me to continue to keep going. Because honestly, there are days I wake up and I'm like, okay, God, why though? Why though? Like, why am I doing this? What is this about? You know? But yeah. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna share some music from Room2Breathe. I want to take this opportunity to kind of share that out there with you guys. And of course, it wouldn't be right if I didn't start with our number one song, right? The number one song that is trending, the song that is entered in the contest, all of that is our song, Walking in My Purpose. So to give you guys, a better, I don't know, just a better example of what our music is, let's go there. And honestly, Walking in My Purpose wasn't on the first album that I created. It wasn't the first song that I created, but it is our number one song. So we'll start there, and then I will go back to the beginning and give you guys a little more insight on that, on the music and maybe where I was at the time when I was writing the music. I'm also here to answer your questions today, guys. So if you have questions about the music, let me know. But yeah, let's walk in our purpose, y'all. Eyes on the prize, purpose in my stride, no disguise, no lies. Destiny's calling, I ain't stalling, I'm all in. Building my legacy, can't you see? I'm falling. Life tried to break me, shaking, but I'm still here. Vision so clear, got nothing to fear. Steps ordained, I maintain my lane. Hustle in my veins, purpose in my brain. Walking in my purpose, can't nobody stop me. Every single step, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Focused on my path, I'm the one, I'm the key. Living out my dreams, yeah, I'm walking in my destiny. Walking in my purpose, can't nobody stop me. Every single step, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Focused on my path, I'm the one, I'm the key. You said this your jam. Y'all, this is my husband's favorite song. Little known fact. My husband pushed this song. And so the fact that it's the number one, he takes full credit for it. Someone asked when the competition ends. The Timbo I Do Global Search Contest runs through June. So I will not know the winner until June. Walking in my purpose, can't nobody stop me. Every single step, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Focused on my path, I'm the one, I'm the key. Living out my dreams, yeah, I'm walking in Welcome my in, Colossal. Walking in my purpose, can't nobody stop me. Every single step, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Focused on my path, I'm the one, I'm the key. Living out my You play this on a daily? Yes. Keep playing it, y'all. Keep sharing it. I feel alive, overcoming, thriving, I won't hide. In my purpose, I confide. Walking in my purpose, can't nobody stop me. Every single So Walking in My Purpose is on the Confidently Me Unapologetically album, which was our second album released. Walking in my purpose, can't nobody stop me. Every single step, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Focused on my path, I'm the one, I'm the key. Living out my dreams, yeah, I'm walking in my destiny. So here I stand, purpose in my head. Living out my plan, in this promised land. Walking in my truth, I'm the proof you see. Purpose in Thank you, I appreciate that. Miss Sherry says she listens to our music all the time. Okay, Nicole. Thank you, guys. Purpose in my brain. Purpose is my guide. I won't be denied. With every stride, I feel alive. Overcoming, thriving, I won't hide. In my purpose, I confide. Walking in my purpose, can't nobody stop
be. Every single step, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Focused on my path, I'm the one.
Thank you, Nicole.
Living on my dreams, yeah, I'm walking in my destiny. Purpose is my guide, I won't be denied. With every stride, I feel alive. Overcoming, thriving, I won't hide. In my purpose, I confide.
So y'all, that is our number one song. It is titled Walking in My Purpose. Y'all gotta tell them, I'm walking in my purpose. Can't nobody stop me. And another thing to share about the music as well, as I've told you guys, this music is basically pieces and parts from my journal and my diaries. It's my lived experience, as I've continued to kind of walk through my healing journey. Excuse me. And so within this music, I knew that I had something to say. Thank you, Miss Sherry. I see your vote. Thank you so much. Within this music, I knew that I had something to say, you guys. I was not a person who was blessed with a singing voice that I wanted to share. And so while working with my business coach, the whole Room to Breathe music started because I wanted to create music to play during my podcast where I didn't have to worry about copyright issues, right? And so I just wanted to start with a theme song, y'all. So the first song that I wrote with the help of my business coach, she taught me how to utilize AI to create the voice. So the voice that you guys hear, I've said it several times, is actually an AI. I wrote the music. I wrote the lyrics. I produced the music, and then I use an AI to generate a voice to sing. One of the big things that I feel like I'm constantly saying to people is Room to Breathe music is not about the voice that you hear. It's about the message that you hear. And so I wanted to create music that we didn't focus on the artist. We didn't focus on the voice or who we saw, but we got to focus on the actual message being sung and the healing of it. So the first song that I wrote is actually titled Room to Breathe, which is the theme song to our podcast. So I'll play that for you guys.
Woke up this morning, felt a little heavy. Life's been a burden, oh, it's getting steady. Need to find a way, a space to clear my mind. In this crazy world, it's so hard to unwind. So I'm taking time just for me. Gonna find my peace, let my soul.
This album was released August of 2024.
A little room to breathe, leave it all behind. Give me room to breathe, I need some time to heal my heart, to clear my mind. Gonna love myself, yeah, I believe in the power of me. Just give me room to breathe.
So the first song that I created, like I said, was just simply for the podcast. I wanted something to be able to play during the podcast and not have to worry about getting hit with some copyrights. Yeah. And so we started with Room to Breathe, and then it kind of evolved. This is where I grabbed my journal. Like, this is where all of a sudden it came to me, oh, there's more that you can say, more that you can share with people. And so that's where I wrote Free to Love Me. And this was a emotional song for me, because it literally was me giving myself permission to love myself and to be able to heal and grow. So I'm going to play that song for you. I have to step off screen for just a moment, guys. But I want you to check out Free to Love Me.
I was caught up in the noise, drowning in the light. Thought I needed validation just to feel alive. Gave my heart to those who didn't care. Now I'm rising from the ashes, no more despair. I'm breaking free, no more chains on me. Finding strength in the love that's meant to be. I see the light, it's shining bright within. Learning to love myself again. I'm letting go of toxic energy, setting my soul free. No more holding on to what's not meant to be. I'm learning to love me, embracing my destiny. Finally, I can breathe. Oh, I'm loving me. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I see a brand new face. No more shadows from the past, I found my place. Healing wounds, I've turned the pain to gold. I'm writing my own story, watch it unfold. Oh, I'm breaking free, no more chains on me. Finding strength in the love that's meant to be. I see the light, it's shining bright within. Learning to love myself again. I'm letting go of toxic energy, setting my soul free.
Welcome in, Lady Blue.
No more holding on to what's
Thank
not
you,
meant
Miss Sherry. I appreciate that.
Learning to love me, embracing my
And ironically, I would say if you guys have a toddler in the house, this song works as a great lullaby. In our household, this song actually puts my 3-year-old niece to sleep. Lady Blue's granddaughter goes to sleep to this song as well.
I'm letting go of toxic energy, setting my soul free.
So this song is called Free to Love Me. Like I said, it was my song. It was my way to let myself know that it was okay for me to let go and to love myself. And you know, that's what she declares in this song. That I'm loving me. That it's okay for me to love me.
I'm finally free. Oh, I'm loving me. This is
Hey, Ambrosia.
I'm loving me.
There's another one that was really really emotional for me to write. When I first started this, I was in the process of my shadow work, looking back and going to talk to the 7-year-old girl in me, right? You said, let's see if it works now. And so in the process of me doing some shadow work, I learned that I had to heal that little girl in me, which is where this next song came from. It's called Healing the Little Girl in Me.
In the mirror, I see.
Thank you. Welcome in, and thank you for the
little
taps.
girl staring back at me. Eyes full of innocence, hearty too. All the wounds she didn't choose. I've carried her pain for so long, but now it's time to right the wrongs. Gonna hold her close, let her know she's safe with me, I won't let go. Healing the little girl in me with love and grace, setting her free from every tear that she cried, to every dream that was denied. I'm holding her hand, we'll make it through together, me and you.
Y'all, this Miss Wanda's song right here. Everybody has a favorite.
Through the storms, through the rain, I'll shield her from the hurt and the pain. We'll dance through memories, rewrite our story, embracing the strength and vulnerability. I've carried her pain for so long, but now it's time to the wrongs. Gonna hold her close, let her know she's safe with me.
One of the things that I always tell people when listening to Room to Breathe music is to make sure you pull up the lyrics. I want you guys to know what you're listening to, right? I make sure we got some good beats in there, but I want you guys to actually see the words that you're hearing, so that way you get the full effect of the experience. So again, all those songs are on the very first album that came out in August last year. The album is called Room to Breathe. This current song we're listening to is Healing the Little Girl in Me. Before that, we listened to Free to Love Me. Now, the second album that I created, that second album, oh goodness, let me think. The second album was Confidently Me Unapologetically. Keon, you can find Room to Breathe music streaming on all music platforms. So Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Pandora, iHeart, Amazon, YouTube, wherever you listen to music. You can also go to selfcareclub.org, which is my website, and purchase the music directly. But yeah, so this second album, y'all, Confidently Me Unapologetically, I was in my season of, okay, I'm finna just show up and show out, and I don't really care if anybody else likes it. And I was, taking back my power, y'all. And that's where Walking in My Purpose was. Walking in My Purpose is on the Confidently Me Unapologetically album. But then there's also a song called Confidently Me. Y'all can't tell me this song right here don't make you want to dance. This is my proud black girl magic song.
They try to put me in a box, but I break through the seams. I'm a fire and the soul. I'm the ruler of my dreams. Every star and every line, you just tell my tale. I'm unapologetic, won't let my spirit fail. I'm confident in me, flaws and all. Walking in my truth, standing tall. In a world that tries to dim my light, I'm unapologetic, shining bright.
In a world that tries to dim my light, I'm unapologetic and I'm shining bright, y'all.
Behind my smile, but I wear my history like a crown all the while. Through the battles and the pain, I rise from the fall. With every step I take, I'm breaking down the walls. They try to put me in a box, but I break through the seams. I'm the fire and the storm. I'm the ruler of my dreams. Every star and every line, they just tell my tale. I'm unapologetic, won't let my spirit fail. I'm confident in me, flaws and all. Walking in my truth, standing tall. In a world that tries to dim my light, I'm unapologetic, shining bright. I'm confident in me, flaws and all.
Y'all, I feel like this album made us want to dance more. There were a lot of good songs on the Confidently Me Unapologetically album. It is to promote self-love, self-awareness, self-confidence. Another song off of that album that I absolutely love, y'all. I'm constantly saying, oh, this is my song, which y'all know all of these are my songs. But this is another one that really spoke to me. It's called Saying Yes to Me. And it teaches you about learning how to say yes to you and no to the rest of the world. This song, let me stop it really quick. This song was when I decided I was no longer going to be a people pleaser. That I no longer suffered from the disease to please. That I wanted to say yes to me. Reclaim my time. Reclaim my space. And so this song encourages you to say yes to you. Welcome back.
Lately I've been feeling lost, trying to please, giving all my time, forgetting about me. Always said yes, never knew how to say no, but I'm finding my voice, letting all my fears go. I used to sacrifice my dreams just to make you stay, but I'm learning now there's a better way. I'm drawing lines in the sand, holding my ground, No more bending backwards just to keep you around. I'm choosing me. Learning to set myself free. No more saying yes when it ain't right for me. Saying yes to me. I'm reclaiming my time. Loving myself first, no longer living blind. Boundaries and
Unique creation, welcome in, love.
I'm finally finding grace. I'm embracing who I am, letting the light in. This journey's just begun, and I'm ready to begin. People may talk, say I'm changing my ways, but the self-love journey's the price I gotta pay. Ain't no shame in caring for my soul.
Why? We making room to breathe and feeling in control, y'all.
No more apologies, cause shoes are what I need.
I'm the one that matters most, and I'm taking the lead.
I'm joining
Thank you.
Holding my ground. No more bending backwards just to keep you around. I'm choosing me.
Y'all, this song right here was when I was like, I'm taking back my power.
Loving myself first, no longer living blind. Boundaries in place, protecting my space.
I'm saying yes to me. I'm finally finding grace.
I'm embracing who I am, letting the light in. This journey's just begun, and I'm ready to begin. I deserve respect. I deserve peace. No more giving in. It's time I release all the weight I carry, all the tears I cried, saying yes to me, and I'm taking back my pride. I'll stand tall, I'll stand firm, knowing what I'm worth. This is my story, and I'm claiming my rebirth.
I'll give you guys one more off of this album. Again, this is the Confidently Me Unapologetically album. Another one of my favorites on this album is I Don't Chase, I Attract. Y'all, this one right here was so fun to make. But it was me reminding myself, like, you know what? I'm not going to go out here and chase people. I'm not going to go out here and chase likes or love. I'm literally going to attract all that I want. And so, I Don't Chase, I Attract was like my hype song for a minute, y'all.
I don't chase, I attract everything I want. Got the universe aligned, yeah, it's never wrong. Manifesting greatness.
Yeah, this still my hype song.
Dreams in my vision, catching them before they fall. I don't chase, I attract blessings in my lap. Watch me rise, no disguise, got the world on the map. I don't chase, I attract everything I need.
You are welcome, Nicole. Thank you. Y'all tell them, we don't chase, we attract.
Energy on high, vibes you can't deny. Focused on my goals, shooting for the sky. Grinding every day, yeah, you know the deal. Faith in my hustle, making dreams real. I don't chase, I attract blessings in my lap. Watch me rise, no disguise, got the world on the map. I don't chase, I attract everything I need. Living life like a queen, planting every seed.
Y'all know that's a hype song. This is like a great affirmation song for the mornings, y'all. To like just wake up and listen to this song, just to let the universe know I don't chase, I attract. Right? We're attracted in love. We're attracted in positivity. We're not out here chasing it. We don't need that external validation. And speaking of external validation, the next album, the third album that I put out, I actually dropped 2 albums in one day. On September the 12th, which is my daddy's birthday, y'all, I dropped 2 albums. The first one was Perfectly Imperfect, and the second one is called Sometimes Words Get in the Way. I chose to do this because Sometimes Words Get in the Way is an instrumental album that was dedicated to my dad. And with that album, it has 9 songs on it, representing September, right? And then the second album, Perfectly Imperfect, has 12 songs, representing the day that he was born. Many of you already know that my dad was my best friend. And so I wanted to do something to show him that connection that we had to music didn't die. My dad was a DJ. And so we shared this love for music. And so I decided to create music that I'm sure he would have loved to play. So on September 12th, like I said, I released the 2 albums, Confidently Me, Unapologetically. And one of those songs on there was called External Validation, which is what made me think of it. But it also has a song on there called Glowing From Within, which is the number 2 most popular songs that Room2Breathe has out. So this is Glowing From Within. And it's just this whole album, Perfectly Imperfect, is to remind people to love yourself. You know, that we're all perfect imperfection. And so is it a Lovemaker soundtrack? Oh my goodness. But we'll get to it in a minute. Don't worry. But Glowing From Within is for you to love yourself from the inside out. Not to necessarily be worried about, you know, that external appearance, what other people think. To love yourself in the body that you're in. And so that's what even the song Glowing From Within is all about. Let me let y'all hear it.
But now I'm looking deeper and I found my love. Confidence is my crown, I wear it with pride. In every shade and size, I let my spirit shine. They try to dim my shine, but I won't let them win. I've got a fire in my soul, it's burning bright within. I don't need no validation, I'm my own best friend. Loving me just as I am, it's the perfect.
Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you.
From my soul to my skin, every scar, every line is a poem with design. I'm beautiful, I'm strong, where I belong. In this body, in this heart, I'm loving me from the start.
I think in this song, my favorite part in this song is the affirmation piece. In fact, every song on this album, I purposely wrote affirmations to include because I wanted to teach people how affirmations can be so healing and helpful in your journey. So in this particular song, that's my favorite part.
I am enough. I am worthy. I am radiant. I am proud of who I am. I embrace my journey. I celebrate my body. I am loved. I am strong. I am glowing from within. I'm glowing from within. From my soul.
What other music y'all know out there that got the affirmations in it for us? Like, I don't know. I wanted to be different. And to provide something that would make my music like therapy. Like, Room2Breathe music is life coaching to a beat. You know? It's like you hear these songs and you definitely hear life coach telling y'all.
I am enough. I am worthy. I am radiant. I am proud of who I am. I embrace my journey. I celebrate my body. I am loved. I am strong. I am glowing.
So the artist is Room2Breathe. Room, the number 2, and Breathe, which you see on the screen. And I am actually the writer and producer of all of this music you hear.
I am beautiful me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I am my own inspiration. I'm waiting for my life. I am beautiful me.
Yes, absolutely, Nicole. Thank you, Rochelle, and thank you for being here. Welcome to the Self-Care Club. So again, Perfectly Imperfect, this whole album is devoted to self-love, body positivity. Another song on here that I absolutely love. Oftentimes I feel like I'm speaking to women, right? I am a woman, so who better to talk to than my sisters, right? But I'm also a woman who loves the men in my life, my husband, my son, my father, you know, my brothers. And so I wanted to begin to also create music to speak to the men. So I wrote a song called You're a King, which is, you know, as women, our reminder to uplift the men in our lives. So I do want to take an opportunity to play this for you guys as well, because like I said, we can't, as we build ourselves up as women and we lift each other up, we cannot forget about the brothers. We can't forget about the men in our lives, our sons, our partners, our husbands, our brothers, our fathers, uncles, our friends, because we have to continue to lift them up as well. So I do want you guys to hear this song. It's called You're a King. It's amazing. Not just because I wrote it. If I heard it, I would be like, that's amazing. But I wrote this with my husband, my son, and my father in mind.
Weight that you carry heavy on your mind. But every battle that you fought has made you shine. You don't have to walk this road alone. I'm here. I'll be your strength when you're feeling lost. No need to fear. You've been pushing hard for so long, but you're stronger than you know where you belong. In the light, in your truth, in your crowd, I'll lift you up when you're feeling down. I see the power in your voice burning bright. You got the strength to turn darkness into light.
Thank you, Miss Sherry.
You're made for something great. I'll be the one who's here to celebrate. You're a king, it's written in your heart. No need to search, you've known it from the start. Unstoppable, unshakable, let it show. You're a king, and I want you to know. I know the world can be hard, trying to tear you apart. But I'm your shelter, I'll guard your heart. When doubt creeps in, just turn to me.
Absolutely, yes. Share it with all the men in your lives.
You've been pushing hard for so long, but you're stronger than you know where you belong. In the light, in your truth, in your crowd, I'll lift you up when you're feeling down. I see the power in your voice burning bright. You got the strength to turn the darkness into light. Stand tall, you're made for something great.
This is just a reminder to build them up, because I feel like these days men have the weight of the world on their shoulders. And there's so much going on out there in the world that we do need to take the opportunity to share back with them, to let them know that, we're here with them, that we're here to support them, we're here to celebrate them, that we're here to uplift them. Men for years have been taught to suppress their emotions. And so the women in their lives have to let them know, like, hey, you know what? It's okay. That, we see you, King. We value you. We appreciate you. We love you.
You are destined to rise. You don't need permission to stand tall, to take up space, to claim your victory. You deserve love, peace, and all you dream of, because you are the embodiment of greatness. Walk in it, breathe it, be it. You're unstoppable, and I see you. I see the power in your voice.
So then that brings us to sometimes words get in the way, right? My dad and my uncle, y'all, used to listen to like jazz and blues. And I grew up listening to it, and I grew up loving it. And so, again, part of my healing journey, one day I did a brain spotting session. And we've talked about brain spotting before. It's a type of therapy. And so I did a brain spotting session. And then afterwards, I just wanted to spend some time with my dad. And my dad passed away in 2018. But in this particular moment one night, I just wanted to spend some time with my dad. And I was playing, making some beats. And as I was doing so, I felt like I was a kid sitting on the porch with my dad and my uncle again. And so that's where, like, in one night, I did the entire Sometimes Words Get in the Way album. Just by, being transported back to sitting on the porch with my dad and my uncle. And so, welcome in, you guys. So, Sometimes Words Get in the Way is an instrumental album. Hence the play on words get in the way, right? But when I wrote this, this song, the songs on this album say so much without saying anything at all. Um, One of the songs, I think the one that everyone absolutely just loves on that album, um, is the Empty Chair Blues. And the Empty Chair Blues song is basically about a little girl who just misses her dad, just the absence of her father. And the chair is empty, and so now she's sad. She has the blues. And so in this moment, this is where I feel like I connected with my dad. And the fact that my uncle was there with me as well was something else beautiful. Hey, Walter, welcome in. So again, this song is called Empty Chair Blues. It's on the Sometimes Words Get in the Way album. And I don't know, hopefully, you feel I don't know, I hope you feel something from this song. Everybody feels something a little bit differently, but that's my kind of, I guess, behind the music um, for you guys as well. Okay, Walter. Well, I think you're going to love this one then, Walter. Let me know what you think now, Walter. Not too much on me, okay? How I'm doing so far, Walter? Is it good? Thank you, Nicole. Oh, I never get through this song without crying. Yeah, that's the Empty Chair Blues by Room2Breathe. I can never get through this album without crying, especially that song. Like I said, for me, all of these songs are so emotional to me. I'm about to be crying on y'all today, so we're not going to play too many of these songs off of this album. But yeah, that is the Sometimes Words Get in the Way album by Room2Breathe. Let's see, what did I do next? Oh, next we did a single. I dropped a single called Flip the Script. Thank you, Nicole. I dropped a single October 2nd. called Flip the Script. We were doing a segment previously, a Toxic Tuesday segment, where we were taking, just news and things happening in the world that had a negative light on it and just flipping the script on it. And so I was using this song as the, kind of like as the soundtrack for it. And so Flip the Script is all about taking something negative and turning it into something positive. Let me see.
Spilling tea, they love to run the mouth. Toxic trends, but I'm stepping out. Draining drama, no space in my mind. I'm choosing peace, leave the mess behind. I see the stress that try to bring me down. But watch me now, I'm flipping it around. Flip the script, I'm choosing me. Prioritizing my mental clarity. No more drama, no more weight. I'm taking care of me, it's never too late. Flip the script, I'm feeling free. Boundaries up, now I can breathe. I'm reclaiming all my health.
Hold on, our side.
Scripts and healing in myself. Gossip fades when you know your worth. I'm grounded, deep, connected with earth. Toxic vibes will steal my light. I'm prioritizing self-care, taking flight. I see the noise, but it can't break me. I'm protecting my peace, finally feeling free. Flip the script, I'm choosing me. Prioritizing my mental clarity.
What up, Juice?
No more drama, no more weight. I'm taking care of me, it's never too late. Flip the script, I'm feeling free. Boundaries up, now I can breathe. I'm reclaiming all my health. I'm flipping the script and healing.
All of them are in use, so I can't answer.
It's time to show yourself some care. No more running on fumes for the bear. Run on empty, no more. Rest your mind, let your soul breathe deep. Let go of the hustle, reclaim your sleep.
Happy Thursday.
You deserve the love you so.
So y'all, this is Flip the Script. Like I said, it's about taking, hold on. Call up life coach, make a plan. This is about just flipping the script on things. Like I said, life is gonna life. Negative things are always gonna happen around us, but we can flip the script on it. We don't have to just accept it as is. We can just kind of, turn things around a little bit. So that's what Flip the Script is all about. Let's see. Then next we did on 10-10, right? The alignment of that. No, you're fine. The alignment with that, 10-10, we dropped an album for the kids. I wanted to do things so we can start pouring back into our kids and start teaching them self-care early. And so I came up with the Inspired Kids album. Thank you guys for the votes. I see some new votes out there. I appreciate y'all. What up, my boss? Welcome in. So on 10-10-2024, we dropped the Inspired Kids album, you guys. And it was a whole album devoted to the kiddos. For us to kind of pour back into them, like I said, to teach them about self-care very early. And so one of the songs that I love from the Inspired Kids album is called Just Breathe. It is a guided meditation song for children to introduce them into focusing on their breathing. I'm doing great, King. How are you? So Just Breathe, like I said, is a guided meditation song to introduce breathing exercises to children. I'm going to play that for you guys. If you guys have littles in your house, this is the perfect album for them.
Just breathe in deep, feel the air, it's yours to keep. Let it go, watch it flow. With each breath, you'll start to glow. If you're feeling shy or small, take a moment to embrace it all. Count to 3, 1, 2, 3.
What up, Mr.
Breathing
Jackson?
strong, just be free. Just breathe in deep. Feel the air, it's yours to keep. Let it go.
Perfect timing, MJ. This is the kids' album. You need this for your grandbaby.
Now let's take a moment, just you and me. Close your eyes gently, feel calm like the sea. Inhale through your nose, let your tummy rise. Hold for a moment, feel peace inside. Now exhale slowly, let your worries float away. Picture them drifting like clouds in the day. You're safe and sound, just let it be. With each breath you take, feel your spirit set free. Imagine a garden where the sun shines bright. Flowers are blooming, colors are a delight. Feel the warmth on your face, like a gentle embrace. Every breath you take brings you back to this place. Inhale the sweetness, the scent of the flowers. Exhale the stress, let it vanish for hours. You're a little bird soaring high in the sky. With each coming breath
He said if it slows her down, I'll take it. Yeah, hopefully it'll get her through. It'll calm. It should soothe her down a little.
So whenever you feel a little stressed, just take a breath and do your best. Together we'll sing, together we'll play. Just breathe and brighten your day.
Yeah, absolutely. Miss Sherry, have an amazing day, Queen. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for the votes today. So again, this is a guided meditation song, guys, to take kids through a breathing exercise and get them, comfortable with focusing on their breath. It's used as a coping skill to help them breathe through any stress, any headache, any frustration that they may be going through. Because you know what? Our kids are living life too. And that's the thing that we have to really remember, that our kids are experiencing life too. And so we need to pour back into them. I'll give you guys one more off of the kids album, and then we'll jump into the last one. And then we got to go, y'all, because we got stuff to do today. Let me see. We'll do I Love Me. Should we? Yeah. We'll do this one. This is I Love Me. It's about self-love.
I've got my own style, I've got my own way, and I'm proud of who I am every single day. I am strong, I am kind, I am smart as I can be, and the best thing of all, I love me. I love me. From my head to my toes, I love me. And our love always grows. I shine like the stars and I'm proud to be me, cause no one in the world can love me like me.
Y'all ready to vibe? Come on.
When the clouds roll in and it's hard to see, only so know I'm special and I've got the key. I'll stand tall, I'll shine so bright, cause loving myself makes everything right. That's right. I love me. From my head to my toes.
Welcome back, Keon.
And our love always grows. I shine like the stars and I'm proud to be me, cause no one in the world can love me like me. When I feel a little down or lost,
I don't know, MJ. Some of these songs on this album might hype her up.
No matter how hard the days might seem, I'll hold on tight to my biggest dream. I have the power, I have the light to make it through and shine so bright. Step by step, I'll find my way, loving myself more each day. I love me. From my head to my toes, I love me. And our love always grows. I shine like the stars and I'm proud to be me, cause no one in the world can love me like me.
Yeah, so we have an entire album that is dedicated to kids. And the beautiful thing about Room to Breathe music, you guys, honestly, it's for everybody. So any of the other albums can be played in front of anyone, your family, your friends, at church. Like, it doesn't make a difference. It is safe music for everyone. So I did this one completely with the kids in mind, but I promise you, I feel like the adults vibe to this one even more. But it was designed with children in mind. So again, we've made it through the catalog of albums. Obviously, we didn't play all of the songs, but that brings me to the last album that we've dropped, which was our Universally Connected album. This album was dropped on my birthday this year, y'all, February 8th. Universally Connected was my album dedicated to my spiritual self-care. I think the perfect way for us to close out would be to play the number one song off of this album, which is Covered in Favor. Covered in Favor is a really great song. And it's just about, being protected, knowing who you are and whose you are, most importantly. So as we close out today, I'm going to give you guys Covered in Favor. Before I do that, I want to just take the opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here with us today. I hope you enjoyed, this lesson in Room to Breathe. You guys learned about every single part of the project that we have now, and who knows what's next for Room to Breathe. Again, if you guys haven't voted in the competition already, please go to my website at selfcareclub.org and cast your free vote. We have just a few hours remaining in the competition. We are still number one right now. And winning this competition, like I said, helps us to spread this message to even more people, to grow our community in, even more. So I thank you guys. I honestly do truly appreciate you guys. And I hope each and every one of you do know that you are covered in favor. You may not understand what your life purpose is, but there is a purpose over your life. And so I just want you guys to know that you are covered in favor, that I see you, that I appreciate you, that I love each and every one of you. And I hope you have an amazing day on purpose, filled with purpose. And enjoy. And like I said, if you do want to hear more Room to Breathe, go to any music streaming platform, search Room, the number 2, Breathe, all together, one word. And there are 74 songs currently out for you to choose from, to vibe to. And don't worry, there's more coming. So thank you guys.
Angel. Oh. I'm walking in grace, I'm stepping on faith. Ain't no weapon formed, I'm winning today. God's got my back, I'm covered, I'm free. No fear, no doubt, I'm who I'm meant to be. I'm ready to rise, I'm ready to shine. Favor all around me and claiming what's mine. This is my season, I'm taking my shot. God on my side, I can't be stopped. Walking in victory, I'm stepping in grace. God's got my back, I'm running my race. No fear, no stress. I'm all about peace. I'm covered in favor. Can't nobody stop me. I'm walking in victory. I'm stepping in grace. God's got my back. I'm running my race. No fear, no stress. I'm all about peace. I'm covered in favor. Can't nobody stop me. Woke up this morning feeling so blessed. I'm walking in favor, no more stress. God's on my side, so I keep my head high. Got my heart in His hands, no lie. Every step I take, I'm trusting the plan. Speak life, I speak peace. I know who I am. Blessings flowing, I'm grinding this way. Gonna praise all day, every day I'm saved. Darkness can't touch me, I'm covered in light. God gave me power, I'm ready to fight. No matter the battle, I'll never fall. I stand on His word, He's the Lord of it all. I'm walking in victory, I'm stepping in grace. God's got my back, I'm running my race. No fear, no stress, I'm all about peace. I'm covered in favor, can't nobody stop me. I'm walking in victory, I'm stepping in grace. God's got my back, I'm running my race. No fear, no stress, I'm all about peace. I'm covered in favor, can't nobody stop me. Every time I rise with Him. When the world pulls me down, I don't give in. My faith's my shield, my joy's my sword. I'm living on purpose, I'm living for the Lord. I don't need the fame, I don't need the shine. I've got the kingdom, I'm walking divine. I ain't worried about what they say I do. God's got me and He sees me through. Earth is by my side, no more chains, no more lies. I'm walking in favor, I'm standing tall. My God is big, He answers the call. I know where I'm headed, I know where I'm going. I keep the faith, I keep it glowing. Ain't nobody stop me, I'm on a roll. I'm walking in victory, body and soul.
Thank you, Nicole.
I'm walking in victory. Yeah, I'm covered in favor. Yeah, I'm covered in favor. I'm covered in favor. I'm walking in victory. Yeah, I'm covered in favor. Yeah, I'm covered in favor. Yeah, I'm covered in favor.
Thank you, guys.